All right. Hello. My name is Juan here with Kevin,
Hello.
and we like trailers. On this special edition little bonus episode, we are doing something we have done before, which is taking a look at some new trailers that have released. Um, we, at the moment, I think the goal is to probably try to do this once a month, giving it some time for those trailers to come out, so that we can have a nice batch, which we do right now. In particular, what I'm calling the big one, which I have not watched uh, in order to
It,
watch it here.
it just came out today, right?
Yeah, yeah, I believe it just came out today. So yeah, we have quite a few here. And it should be fun. Kevin, do you have any words?
No, let's just I hope we enjoy what we watch and I hope you enjoy what you hear.
All right. So this first one that we have, I don't know anything about it except that it's Taika Waititi, I
Oh,
believe, directed it and wrote it. And Michael Fassbender is in it, and it's either about soccer or football, or rugby. Not sure which. So
it's gonna be like a Bend It Like Beckham. Let's go.
yeah,
What's it called?
next goal wins.
All right.
Here we go.
It's known as the beautiful game, but let's face it, it's a complicated game, guys. Soccer, as you like to call it, is like life. Next season, I think we have a real shot.
I'm sorry, Thomas, did nobody tell you? You're fired. Good news is, you got two options.
Option one, that's where you're currently at.
Or
American Samoa.
Are you serious?
If you're all alone and the pretty birds have nobody else free, take a chance on me.
We haven't scored one goal in the history of our country trying to have a soccer team.
go! They scored again. Humiliation.
Mark my words, things are going to change. I got us a new coach.
Something to drink?
Whiskey, beer, wine?
Yep, we got all those. Which one?
Whiskey, beer, and wine.
So much that I wanna
It's safe to say you have zero talent or understanding of the game.
Something not right about this guy.
Well, he is white.
Coach, you got the toughest job on the island.
What we want is just one goal. One goal.
Come on, guys! We've worked too long and hard for this.
You've only been here a few days.
What the?
I can't work with these guys. For them, it's like some sort of game.
It is a game, Thomas.
That's it, giant leadership. Now we're making some progress.
Dear Lord, thank you for sending us Mr. Ongen. We've become quite attached to him. It's like finding a little lost white kid at the mall and telling him which way to go.
take a chance on me.
Okay, Kevin, your thoughts on next goal wins?
It looks cute. I don't think it's gonna break any grounds, but it looks like it'd be an entertaining watch. There were some funny moments. I always get a little like I get not always since Love and Thunder. I always get a little like apprehensive now when I see too much comedy. I'm like, how much is it going to just be funny? How much is it going to have heart? But it looks like it's going to have a good balance.
Mm-hmm.
And
Um,
I've never seen Ted Lasso, but I don't know if this is anything like Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso is good. Um, I mean, it seems like in some ways nothing new. No matter the sport, these movies. This is sports, what we come to expect from a sports movie. Um, so yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything earth shattering there. I'm sure, Taika Waititi, the last Thor movie aside, has been a pretty good writer and director. So yeah, like you said, I expect that it would be pretty uh I guess, I don't know, heartfelt. I don't think that's
Well,
the right word, but that's the only one coming to mind right now.
yeah,
Uh,
it looks like it's just going to be like I forget what the word is. Not your typical thing, but
yeah.
like your little underdog comes up story. But we've seen those and they could be good. You know what I mean? Like Remember the Titans is one of those, but it's just really well done.
Yeah.
Even though we've seen it 1,000 times,
Hmm.
so that looks
Yeah.
interesting. And once we started watching the trailer, I did see a news clip about American Samoa and when they lost like 23 to something to Australia, that they changed like the rules for FIFA because of how bad they were getting beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I mean, this could be a sleeper. It could be a sleeper hit. We'll see if Taika still got the touch. Some people think he might be losing it.
but I
Uh,
will say I don't think it's going to make huge box
hmm
office business. But I feel like we don't do DVD rentals anymore, but like once it hits streaming, I think that's when it'll pick up more life.
hmm
Because I can't see a lot of people, especially in America, saying, "Hey, I want to go see this movie in theaters."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I think you'll have a decent box office, but it's not gonna be anything to write home about. But
yeah.
once it gets on streaming and you can watch it more, you'll be like, that's when it's gonna. People will be like, "Hey, have you checked this out?"
It's gonna come down to the marketing, I think, because I don't know if for the majority of people, if Taika is enough of a household name yet for people to
Yeah,
just automatically run out and see it. I don't.
yeah,
I mean, I don't think. I don't think that Jojo Rabbit was like a huge from a financial standpoint. I don't know if it made a ton of money, but it was an incredible movie.
yeah. No, I think based on this trailer, like I can imagine someone going on a date night to see it, but I can't picture people lining up saying, "Oh, this is the movie we're gonna go watch."
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is nice to see the return of Michael Fassbender. And the heavier set bald gentleman that was either like the coach or the general manager of the team at one point. For a second there, I thought that was what Taika Waititi in like
Because
makeup and a
they
fat
all
suit.
sound all that accent sounds the same, man. I thought it was Korg out there. Well,
but
they
they
who
but they
who
sound
was
so nice though.
they do they sound so friendly. Who was the guy who pointed to? Oh, you have two options. One is no job because he seems so familiar. I just couldn't place
Oh
him.
yeah, I forget his name. He's from Flight of the Concords,
Okay,
and he's been in a bunch of different things
sure.
at this point. Yeah, he's like a at this point a I don't think he's had any major starring roles, but he's always a really good side character, minor character.
Yeah. I saw
I
him. I'm like, that's gold right there.
Yeah, there were actually quite a few faces in there, especially in that first scene at
Yeah.
that table.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, I guess it'll be interesting to see what continues to happen. Did you catch a release date for that?
I did not, but I did have it open.
The magic
It
of
re-
technology.
it releases November 17th
Okay.
at theaters near you.
Okay. 6 months away.
That's
All
how
right.
that's how on point we are.
Yeah. All right, Kevin. This next one that I got for you, Red Band
Oh,
trailer,
uh-oh.
is
Put the
called.
kids put the kids to bed, everybody. It's a red band.
It is. I know that Will. I guess it has something to do with dogs, and I guess there's a voiceover acting is the format here. So I think Will Ferrell voices one of the dogs, but that's pretty much all I know, and that was enough for me. So let's check it out.
Today is going to be the best day ever. I love sunshine, I love butterflies, but more than anything, I love Doug.
Hey! Shut the fuck up!
Fucking piece of shit.
That's Doug, the best owner in the world. We're playing this game called Fetch and Fuck.
Fetch!
He drops me off really far away and drives home without me. When I bring the ball back, he says, fuck. That's how I know I won the game.
Hey, honey, you ever been with an Afghan before?
I don't think so, but thank you. Take it from me, kid. He left your ass.
No, that can't be right.
You are officially astray.
That would mean Doug doesn't love me.
Poor little guy.
I should probably talk to him. I am a therapy dog.
Reg, you can learn how beautiful it can be when you're off the leash.
This beer is making me dizzy.
It's about to get real dizzy up in this bitch.
I'm having a great time.
This motherfucker right here. What you want? Huh, homie? You little bitch ass friend with the motherfucking home perm and shit.
What did you just say?
Hey, you go,
I would
Reg.
hate for this to get violent.
You astray. You can do anything you want.
I'm going back to Doug's.
What?
Fuck, man.
And he needs to pay for what he did with the only thing he truly loves. I'm gonna bite his dick off.
Oh, wait, did he just say bye?
Yeah, I'm still a little drunk, but
I said I'm gonna bite his dick off.
oh, we gon' fuck shit up.
Motherfucker, you don't know me like that.
Big day today.
You ever humped anything before?
I wouldn't say I've humped, per se.
There you go, Reg.
I'm doing good.
Tell him Noam you're his daddy.
Hey, Noam, I'm your father. It's good to finally meet you,
Reggie.
even under these strange circumstances.
Reggie.
We're completely lost, and my little puppy paw pads are really hurting right now. So how exactly could this get worse? Holy fuck! Oh!
Oh, shit.
Guys, we've got a dick to rip off.
You don't know me like that.
What are those?
Kinda looks like food. Oh shit. Give me a second.
You look different.
Shit, you look different too.
How so? Is it my human hands?
Well, earmuffs, everybody. Earmuffs. I can't hear you. Oh, you got muted somehow.
I know I muted myself because it was getting a little crazy.
Okay, what were you saying?
But I said that was not Milo and Otis. I can tell you that right now.
Far from it. But I was laughing pretty hard at some of those scenes there. So,
Hi, I'm your father. Nice to meet you in this circumstances.
yeah, wow, that looks really good. I have to learn more about that. Who's behind it? But it looks good. I did hear, and I think I did know this. But yeah, that was definitely Jamie Foxx as one of those dogs.
As
the
Bug,
little-
yeah.
yeah,
The black and white one. Will Forte,
yeah.
Isla Fisher,
Oh, okay.
all in there. And this one, by the way, comes out June 9th.
June 9th. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, it made me laugh. Sometimes I feel like, well, you know what, Will Ferrell, he hasn't really done anything, or even the stuff I little see him doing, I'm like, it's kind of dry. I'm like, but he was doing great in this.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of seems like a perfect fit for him, especially the way that they made the character, who's, kind of made him like this happy-go-lucky guy, and then he's going to have a coming of age.
He's got a something.
But yeah, it definitely, I mean, obviously it has like that Bad Santa vibe, lots of profanity and I guess adult content. So, I mean, I would almost say it's maybe a comedy, the likes of which we haven't seen in a while. Yeah.
I know me, you, and Mark have talked about that, like especially like the mature comedies, Super Bad and all that stuff. We were getting so many of them good, and then that land went to the desert.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that was a good trailer. I hope that they didn't give away too much or include all the funny parts, but that's not the sense that I got. It seems like there's a lot more funny. I hope, at least.
I feel there's a lot more inappropriate humor they can't put in a trailer,
Yeah.
and that's just like the bare, right there on the line of the stuff they'll put in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, just to let everybody know, I don't watch the. I mean, I wait to watch these live here during
yeah,
our recording. So I
right.
do apologize if anyone's offended by all the profanity in that. We try to keep it pretty clean.
Yeah. So yeah, it just is what it is,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's cool. Sometimes I haven't even heard of the movies that we review. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Two
Mm.
down. We got some more to go here. So on to the next one. Have you
Ooh.
heard of this one, Kevin? It's Gran Turismo.
I've heard of the game, and I knew they were making a movie, but that's about all I know about it.
So this is directed by Neil Blomkamp. I think that's how
Yo,
you pronounce it. But yeah, of District 9, Chappie, and other films
talk
fame.
about a talk about a guy I hadn't heard for in a while.
Yeah. So here he's been active though. He's been doing stuff. He actually has a horror movie that he directed that
Yeah,
I really want to see.
demonic.
Demonic, yeah. It's supposed
Oh,
to be really interesting. I heard
oh,
him talking about it on JRE. But
oh.
yeah, so here he is with Gran Turismo. Yeah, as you can see at the top here, David Harbour, Orlando Bloom, and I think this kid is the protagonist. Never heard of him. He's not American, as far as I know.
Well, you don't know that.
No, I mean, I'm not going to say anymore. We'll find out. Let's see.
Roll the clip.
All right.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Rory.
I would dust him in a lap.
Yeah. All you do is play video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
You know what racing cars cost? Look around. It's not our world, son.
What is this?
It's a contest. The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Dude, this is real.
This is real.
I'm sorry. You really think you're going to take a kid who plays video games in their bedroom, you're going to strap him to a 200-mile-an-hour rocket? It'll tear him to pieces.
You can hate me now,
It's not going to work. The guys who race are elite athletes.
but I won't stop now.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Well, that's where you come in.
Come on, let's go!
Cause I can't stop now.
Must be a new experience for you, moving your legs.
You puked on my lawn.
There's no turning back now.
When you're in a race, the cockpit is going to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The G-forces will be twice what an astronaut experiences upon liftoff.
I can't see anything.
Hey, you get extra points for that in the game? Jesus Christ.
I had to hustle hard, never give up.
This whole thing is insane. But out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one. You made it.
Yes!
Welcome to Team This End.
What's next?
Major leagues. The other drivers
Are going to hate you.
Whoopsie.
Dude, what is your problem?
Part of the game is called racing. If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
I know this track.
I've raced it 1,000 times.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I won't stop now.
Nas.
This is our second, maybe third movie that we're checking out that's based on a true story.
Life imitates art.
Very interesting. What do you think about it?
At first it kind of seemed a little young adult novel ish. Maybe it's just because of the young protagonist that it gave me that impression. It definitely looks like Neil Blomkamp quality, as far as the action and the cinematography. I feel like the trailer kind of uh, seemed like it gave away too much, but that could all be sort of first half type of stuff. Um, Orlando Bloom, David Harbour, they're pretty good. I do feel like this movie's coming out at the right time because Formula One is more popular now than ever. I'm curious if the true story that it's based off of, because I think I heard that maybe Lewis Hamilton had a similar
Oh,
trajectory. I'm not sure. I don't follow Formula One, but I thought I heard that at one point, but it could be someone else. Um, I'm not super into Formula One, not super into car culture in general. So this is probably one that if I got around to it, it would probably be on my couch, streaming it, not maybe running out to the theaters to see it. That's my impression.
like I feel like again they didn't give too much away because I feel like we all knew he was going to win even from the trailer,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
I think the story takes place after that. What's going to happen to him when he finally when you finally reach up there? Um,
Hmm.
it gave me not necessarily that's like it, but it gave me when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it reminded me of the network, just because I was like, how they're going to make a movie out of Facebook,
The
and then
Social
this one,
Network.
the social network, that's what it is. And then I was like, how they going to make a movie? And then they started making the movie, and then it started phasing into like the car version of Creed.
Hmm.
Just I guess it might have been the music and everything, but
Hmm.
but yeah, but like again, I'm not going to watch it in theaters, but I wouldn't mind catching it when it's on a streaming.
Yeah, I mean it definitely seems high budget. I think the Creed comparison is a good one. I think it had that that type of
Vibe.
style, yeah,
Well,
to it.
and
Um,
I love the first Creed. So
well, and I mean I do know that the game is really popular. Again
I
for
don't know why.
well,
No,
car cult
no offense
car.
to anyone. If y'all love it, great. It's just
Well,
not a game.
I think both car culture and also that it is supposed to like I have heard like this does
Yeah.
happen. I don't know if it's with Gran Turismo, but it is pretty much now
Yeah.
at the point where it's so realistic. You can have a setup that
Hmm.
is as close to being in a race car as you can. So there are, and we're going to see more emerging people
Hmm.
making this transition. Like that's how good that video game and others are. So maybe that's the best angle, and maybe that's where it'll make its money is that now it is just something that's a lot more common with where video games are at today.
No, I have heard the physics and everything's really great.
Hmm.
And whenever a new system's coming out, they're always like, "Oh yeah, but on the grass on Gran Turismo," I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
But people do rave about the. And again, I just can't
yeah.
Phantom Y. But
Mhm.
I wonder if it's going to make as much movie as the Mario money as the Mario movie. 'Cause they're both based on video games.
We'll see. It'll be a true test. All right,
And wait, when was that coming out? August, right? August 11th, I
August. Yeah,
believe.
that was August.
So
That's
yeah.
just around the corner.
Woo!
All right, next one that I got for you. We are flying right through these. We might get through all these in under an hour.
I feel like I think because nothing's really grabbing us. That's why. Once we get to that main event, though, we're gonna be like, ooh.
All right. Well, this next one is going to be a surprise for both of us. I just heard about this, but it is called The Outlaw Johnny Black. It is
Oh.
Michael J. White, who I'm a fan of. I am a huge Black Dynamite fan. The movie I never really watched the animated show, but the movie is fantastic, extremely underrated comedy, just excellent, so funny. And so I don't know. I'm hoping that this is a comedy like that. I know it's like a western, but I don't know if they've gone the comedic route or if it's going to be just
Uh,
straight up action and drama. My suspicion is comedy, but I really don't know.
no, not gonna lie, I had to look it up real quick. Because did you say Michael J. White?
Is that that's his name?
No, that is no. I'm like,
Yeah,
I haven't heard from
yeah,
him since Spawn, bro. I'm like, hold
yeah,
up.
yeah. I know. Have you seen Black Dynamite?
Maybe. When did that come out? It came out a while ago.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
Then I think.
Oh man, look, seek it out. You would like it. Seek it out. It's really funny. And one of my favorite things about, or one of my favorite actors in Black Dynamite is Tommy Lee Davidson. So I really hope that Tommy Lee Davidson is in this because I think he's
Oh no,
hilarious.
you know what? I seen the cover, but I don't think I've ever watched Black Dynamite.
Dude, it's excellent. Make it a priority.
What is it rated? What is it rated?
Oh, it's probably rated R.
Oh, so you're saying not with the girls? Okay.
Do not watch that with the girls.
Okay.
It's not horrible, but yeah, it's not a kids movie.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
From the brothers who brought you Black Dynamite comes a brand new movie that's show out of sight. We've been gone for a while, but now we're back with a Western adventure. The Outlaw, Johnny Black. It's a rootin', tootin', six-gun shooting, romance, praise dance, cliff jumping, horse punching, card dealing, land stealing, unruly and truly groovy kind of movie. Put me down! He made Billy a key, took the eye from one-eyed Jack. He's a high plains drift. Ain't nobody swift than the outlaw, Johnny Black. As faith-based Western black exploitation, kung fu action, romantic comedy dramas go, it's right up there with the rest of them.
Yes,
Dude.
exactly what I was hoping for.
Dude, that was good.
You know what's funny about that? It feels like he's doing everything because he's doing the voiceover. I wouldn't be surprised if he directed this, and he probably did write it because he wrote Black Dynamite. But yeah, so this is pretty much what Black Dynamite is like, except obviously that's a 70s exploitation film. Now they're bringing that same style of comedy into westerns. So I'm there for this. I cannot wait.
You know what? Again, it's great on its own, but it made me kind of reminded me of Kung Fu Hustle, where it's like, because Steven Chow, I don't even know what happened to him, even though I heard he's trying to work on part 2 now, instead of modern times. But like that's what I'm like. This makes me want to watch Black Dynamite, and then watch it because for some reason, even though they're probably not related, there'll probably be some crossover jokes. So I'm like, all right.
Well, there definitely was. He threw a stick of dynamite that said. I mean, it was a stick of dynamite. It said dynamite, but it happened right towards the beginning. So I feel like that was. And I also think that one guy that was chasing him in the horse was Randy Couture. I think MMA fighter. It looked like him, and then I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe I saw Jordan Peele at one point, which would be amazing if it was Jordan Peele, but I don't know.
Well, let me see who's in it. Michael Madsen's in it. Russell Peters. Martin. Do you know who Martin Cove is?
No.
He played the sensei in the original Karate Kid for Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay. Yep.
The bad guy. Yeah.
Oh, it could have been him instead of Randy Couture.
Yeah, that's who I think it might have been.
Okay.
But that was, man, 2 excellent comedies coming up.
Yeah, right. Finally, we're turning this ship around after so many freaking duds.
There is not a release date out for it, by the way.
Yeah, and apparently this has been a long time in the making. Because even though Black Dynamite wasn't mainstream, it is like a cult hit. So actually, I need to buy that movie. I should own that.
Yeah, because they say the Outlaw Johnny Black is dated 2021, but the teaser just got released today.
Yeah.
So I think that's when it officially was announced.
Yeah, it's great. I can't wait. I'm so glad that it's exactly what I hoped it would be.
And it was short, sweet, to the point, and sold me.
And that last line was great. As
Which
far
one?
as black exploitation westerns, it's right up
Faith-based.
there. Yeah.
Dude, I saw a woman punch a horse, and I was like, whoa, whoa.
I think it was a woman. It was someone wearing a dress.
Yeah, I thought it was an Indian one, but it could be wrong.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, man. That was good. What do we have next? Okay, we're switching gears here into the horror genre. Again, another one that I know nothing about, but it came out. I'm curious. A Haunting in Venice. I think Venice is an interesting setting for a horror film. So, yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Everyone who ever lived here falls victim to some tragedy. Like her daughter a year ago.
My daughter was my whole life. To hear her voice again, I would give all I have.
If someone wants to be heard, we are here. That woman called the spirits, and they answered.
You saw what I saw. For once in your life, admit that you are up against something bigger than you.
Tonight, we are all afraid. We cannot hide from our ghosts. Whether they are real or not.
What a
Dude,
surprise end.
Was that freaking Poroy or whatever?
It was. It was.
No. This is
I just
not
looked it
in
up.
that same
Belgian sleuth
That's
Hercule
him? That's the
Poirot
character?
investigates a murder while attending a Halloween seance.
Dude,
Yes.
I feel like I got rickrolled.
Dude, what a twist ending.
What the heck? So many things. First of all, I don't know if that was Henry Cavill because they never showed him clearly, but it looked like he might have been in there.
I think that was Jamie Doran.
Oh, okay, yeah. In under a certain light, they look like the one girl. I don't know her name, but she's from Peaky Blinders. Freaking Tina Fey was in this. Was that Tina Fey?
It was.
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh was really good. Tina Fey is always just Tina Fey, though. She appeared, and I'm like, she's the only one who took me a little bit out because she's just Tina Fey talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like Michelle Yeoh was great. I was like, I'll tell you this. 90% of this trailer, I was like, nope. I don't know if you know this. Horror is not my least favorite.
I know.
It's because it doesn't leave my head if it's a real horror. Like we've reviewed like bad ones, and that's fine. But real horror, I'm like, I do not like. But I was like, nope. And then Tina Fey, I was like, and I was like, still no. And then I was like, hey, bro, I gotta see this movie.
I hate him. I hate him.
But you were you were in it for the beginning though.
I mean, well, no. So, yeah, I was intrigued, but I don't know. I don't even know what to make of this. So, is someone gonna die? Is he gonna? What is to say about it? What's the description?
Just says Belgian sleuth Hercule Poirot investigates a murder while attending a Halloween séance at a haunted palazzo in Venice, Italy. Directed by Kenneth Branagh.
So it's gonna be quasi horror. It's more gonna be the mystery.
It's classified under horror. That's all I know.
Interesting.
It's based on the story Halloween Party. They have an apostrophe in the middle.
Okay. By the same author of like Death on the Nile and those?
A little lady known as Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie. Okay. Wow, that was I did not expect that. I did not see that coming. That was a shock. I'm shocked. I'm still in shock.
That was as big a twist as I've ever seen in a movie. When he appeared,
Seriously,
like,
that I guarantee you right now, that's a better twist than what the actual twist of the movie is going to be, based off of what the other one was. Oh, you're muted again.
I'm excited. I want to message Mark now. I'm like, have you seen this trailer? Check it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gonna poop his pants. Don't tell him. He'll probably read about it.
Hey, have you heard about this horror movie? Check out the video.
Yeah.
But like, but that's proof positive. We do not watch any of these beforehand. Yeah. Like your face when he popped up, you're like,
yeah.
Like,
release date?
Release date. Oh, September 15th.
September 15th. Okay.
A little over 2 weeks before your big day.
So that is a horror movie that you will definitely be watching.
I am tempted to go see it in theaters because that's how much I liked.
Have the girls watched any horror movies?
Yes, they have. We watched the first Scream together on Halloween, and they've watched other ones. They liked old. We've seen, like, if you consider it horror, like Sixth Sense and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like horror, like slasher horror, like Scream's the only one, and they're dying to watch Scream 2.
Mm-hmm.
So they have seen some.
Does the dog need let out? I'm speaking on behalf of our viewers.
I'm gonna mute it. It's because she's hearing me, and she just wants to get out because she's hearing me.
Okay.
Because she thinks it's time to go out.
All right. Okay. Next up, I don't know much about this one. Reactions seem to be good. They're impossible to avoid entirely, but it's Disney's Wish. Kevin, you know anything about this?
Just a little about. It's about the star that you make a wish upon and the story behind it. That's about it.
All right. Let's check it out. You ready? Oh, you muted yourself again. Okay, hold on.
Yes, I'm ready.
Got
you.
Imagine a place where wishes come true. Where your heart's desire can become a reality. What if I told you that place is within reach? All you have to do is give your wish to me.
I wish. Whoa! What was that? Whoa, what are you doing? Don't eat that!
It didn't work. When does the magic happen? I'm talking. I am talking. Who knew my voice would be this low?
So I look up at the stars to guide me and throw caution to every warning sign. I'm sure there will be challenges that find me, but I can take them on one at a time. have something more for us than this.
And coming next year, the live action version.
We're on the heels of it.
But seriously, though, who was the Silver Fox?
But I don't know. Like the animation looked a little weird in the beginning.
No, it looked amazing to me.
No, it looked good, but it didn't. It looked almost flat. Like I don't know. Like the part when she first appeared on the balcony with the goat, and then it picked up a little bit when the star came. But
your eyes are just not accustomed to it. It's something new.
Yeah, it is. But it is funny. I'm trying to think. When's the last time Disney Animation put out a movie with a male protagonist?
Dude, I had the same thought,
I was
but
thinking,
probably wasn't Luca. Oh no, Luca was Pixar technically.
yeah, Pixar. Yeah.
But I mean that's kind of. I mean, if you go back, Lion King aside, that's kind of what they've always done. It's always
because they did Hercules, Hunchback, Treasure Planet, one of my favorite brother. And again, I'm not complaining because they've all been good that they've done. But I was trying to think during it. It's like Wish, Encanto, the Frozens, Moana, like Tangled. It feels, and again, of course, they released those princess movies.
Yeah.
But there's no like again, they had Pinocchio back in the day. Bambi was a boy, So I was just trying to think. I was like, man, when's the last time Disney Animation released?
Yeah.
And again, it's not bad because they're putting out good movies. So
no, for whatever reason, I had that same thought as I was watching this. But that aside, it looks really stinking good.
It does. It does.
It harkens back. It harkens back to the golden age of Disney.
Ooh, that's a big words.
At least that trailer was, or technically, I think it's a teaser. But
yeah, it looked like a teaser.
It was pretty spectacular.
Okay, look who's in that. Ariana DeBose is playing the main girl.
Who's that?
She was the shopkeeper in West Side Story. The lady who where the girl runs to and then the guy gets killed and they carry him off. She's like the Puerto Rican girl in there.
Oh, okay.
And Chris Pine plays the king.
So they're sticking with the Hispanics.
Yeah.
With our people.
It brought them a lot of money. They're like, okay, let's milk this cow.
Once you go Latino, I don't know where that ends, but
you only go to flick. Oh, no, I can't say that.
But Disney likes it.
Yeah, they like those greenbacks from those wetbacks.
Yeah, I mean the story looks really intriguing. I mean, again, whoever this silver-haired villain, don't know anything about him, but it looks like he's coming after your wishes. Don't know if this female is a princess or a regular Jane from down the street.
My money, based on that trailer and the little I said before, I think he's trying to steal everyone's wishes. She defeats him, and in order to protect everyone's wishes, she becomes that, when you wish upon a star. So you give her your wishes and it'll come true.
Okay. That is a theory.
That is a theory. Based on nothing but nothing.
Hey. All right.
But I guarantee you I'll be in theaters in November and watch it.
November?
Yeah, because they always release these around Thanksgiving.
Okay. Well, I guarantee you this is going to make a crap load of money.
For the record, I think Wreck-It Ralph was the last male protagonist they had.
You're going on record with that?
Yeah, I'm on record. Put it on record. Wreck-It Ralph.
That was Disney, huh? No, that was Illumination.
No, it was Disney. It was Disney. In part 2, they had the whole princess scenes.
The part 2 I didn't like too much. I only saw it once, and I think I fell asleep.
Wreck-It Ralph. Here we go. Walt Disney Pictures.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Could have been Wreck-It Ralph 2 then.
Yeah. And it always comes around, comes out around my daughter's birthday, so we always just go to movies to watch it for her birthday.
Okay. All right, let's keep it moving here. Um, let's go with Knights of the Zodiac. What can you tell us?
Nothing. Actually, like I just saw I think it was a clip of it. And I'm like, I've never seen this, and it looked really interesting. So I didn't want to watch the whole thing, so I stopped.
Okay.
And I've never heard of it, but it reminded me of like some anime I've watched before.
Like from a clip or two that I saw, it reminded me of Final Fantasy.
Okay, oh wait, now I'm looking. It is adapted from Saint Seiya. All right, so it is an anime I've seen. So now I'm even more intrigued.
Well, now you have to tell us what Saint Seiya is.
Okay. You want me to tell you now?
Yeah.
Saint Seiya is just about these. I guess they're almost like samurai, and you can liken them a little bit to Power Rangers, or the regular kids who get like all these like powers based on the zodiac sign. They get armor, and then you could upgrade. They upgrade their armor, and they're just fighting. I don't remember who the big bad was, but it's sort of like that. It's like it was a group of like 5, I believe. It might have been 3, but 5, and they just all had different color armor, and they were fighting this big bad, based all on zodiac powers.
Okay. So I'm a Libra, so whoever's Libra is going to get emotional imbalance.
Let's go, Pisces.
All right, here we go.
You can see if you want to. I had a vision. People burning. Everything destroyed. It was Athena. She was doing it. I was doing it.
We won't let that happen.
Sean Bean.
I saw what you did in the ring. I knew it had to be you, Saya. What if I told you Sienna here is the reincarnation of the goddess Athena? And you are destined to become one of her guardian knights.
How does it feel to be a goddess?
Sometimes I feel like I'm a guest in my own body.
Are you ready to start your training? The Pegasus Knight is brave, humble, and committed to protecting Athena with his life.
How the hell did you do that? The war that awaits us is unlike any other before. Why not save the rest of us from her?
Uncle Jensen.
You think I wanted any of this?
His power is liability. Once he learns to control it, no living man will be able to stop it.
You might want to buckle up.
Thought you were the only knight in town?
Oh, May 12th.
Guess not.
What did you think of it, Blonde?
I mean, initially my thought was, this doesn't look like the type of movie that I would usually watch. It kind of looks like, B-grade Marvel, but there are a lot of cool things in this trailer. Looks like there's some really good action scenes, some decent CGI. The story doesn't really seem like anything to write home about. How entertaining will it ultimately be? That's the question. But it does seem like it's pretty well done for not being a Marvel movie and probably not having the large budget that those would have. There were some nice things in this.
I think the hard thing that when I was watching it is like it depends on what their story is going to be, because you're trying to, if they're trying to encapsulate a whole series in a 2-hour movie, then I think it's probably going to fail. But if they're just like, hey, we're just going to do like the first arc or two, and then move on from there, then because it's always tricky when you see anime being adapted into live action, because either you go the route of Dragon Ball Z Evolution, which was garbage. I don't know if you ever saw that, but it was like nothing to do with it. But I've seen other ones that they're like, all right, we're gonna tweak the story a little bit, we're gonna condense it, this is what's gonna happen, and they tell it over 4 or 5 movies, which is great.
Mhm.
But if you try to capture like 100 episodes in 2 hours, like it just becomes like, wait, why are they doing this?
So
But
you said it's an anime?
yeah, it was an anime. Like again, I haven't seen it in like 25 years probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh
since I
wow,
was a
that
kid.
old.
Yo, yeah, like I was watching the old stuff. Like I know the newer ones have come out, but like yeah, I think 87, 88 stuff was coming out from them originally. I think I saw it in the late 90s.
Uh-huh.
But it was cool, and from what it looks like, it doesn't look like it's trying to take off too much because it looked like him, and then he was meeting other knights.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what it's building up to, and then they fight one bad, and there's more revealed.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how they're gonna take it. But again, I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought you weren't gonna like it. You were like, but I'm like, it does look intriguing.
Yeah. No, again, like I said, generally not the type of movie that I would be, um, marking on the calendar to go watch. But yeah, it it looks good enough that I would probably stream it. I would maybe give it a try. Again, it looks good. It's not that I don't think it looks good. It's just not really my style that I usually go for.
And a Famke Janssen sighting.
Famke Janssen, Sean Bean.
Yeah.
Anime's huge. Anime's huge, so this could do very well, especially internationally. I don't know how well it'll do here. I'm sure it'll do okay. I don't know what type of numbers they need to hit to be a success, but I would imagine internationally.
I don't think I would take the girls to the theater to see it just because it costs so much. But if they released it, like to buy, like I'd probably buy it to watch it with them.
What was the release date for that one?
Oh, May 12th, actually. So,
okay,
right around the corner.
It's coming up.
You know what? I lie. I'll be in Maryland. I might catch it with Ava up there.
Okay. All right. You'll have to tell us how it is.
I'll come back and I'll do like a little 5-minute review of it.
Okay. All right. Almost done here. We got 2 left. This next. Oh, did you also want to do?
No, I'm excited. It's cool.
Oh, okay. There are some that we're not doing. We just can't, get them all. But there are some others that I was interested in, including there's a new one for Hunger Games, but whatever. So this next one is one that it's already on a lot of people's radar since the first one came out. Was that around the Super Bowl? Was it for the Super Bowl that the first one came out?
We're talking about The Flash?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. But this is the third and final. When does this come out?
This movie comes out, I'm glad you asked me, June 16th.
Okay, so there's still time. There may be more TV spots or something. Trailer number 3 for The Flash. Here we go.
So who are you? The person that knows you best, Barry. Yourself.
These scars we have make us who we are. We're not meant to go back and fix them.
Your mother's death happened to you, Barry. It made you who you are, but have you accepted it?
I love you, man.
Really accepted losing her?
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy
everything. I want you to think about this.
I'm not backing down because
I'm not going to lose her again.
Pain made me who I am.
You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman. I spent a lifetime trying to right the wrongs of the past. As if fighting crime would bring my parents back. You actually did.
I went back in time to save my mom. But I completely destroyed history.
created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
If you go back and change the past, you change the future, and you change the past.
What's happening?
Sorry.
This world must die.
What's an elf?
My name is Kara. You know what this symbol stands for.
Means hope, right?
We've been waiting for you.
Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets.
Can't imagine what you've been through. You lost both parents in one day.
What about the future? If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Interesting trailer. I'll let you go first. You're muted again.
Okay. It's weird. Because it wasn't a bad trailer, but like based on the first trailer was so awesome. Like I even showed a friend at work who hadn't seen it. He's like, "What am I watching?" Like when you see Batman, this one looked like it went for a more epic feel, more slow feel. I don't know if it sold me, like because I liked the first one a lot. Like the first trailer, I was like, I'm watching this. It just seemed very like of a downer of a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I got that vibe too. It also had vibes of like it felt like fan made. It at times I don't know. Maybe I could be a little bit too critical, but to me, at times the CGI looks a little funky. I mean, the story seems like it's gonna be great. Looks like there's some incredible action sequences, the different Batmans. Every trailer that I've seen, I mean, this one was probably a little too long, and it was it definitely gave a weird vibe.
Because even the music playing, and then Batman's like, "You want some help?" I'm like, it just seemed like weird.
Yeah, the other ones were better. It still wasn't terrible. Like it didn't necessarily wouldn't detract me from watching the movie. Everyone that has seen the movie, I forgot what the recent I think it was CinemaCon or that took place recently where they did a bunch of screenings. So all the people that saw it were kind of just going nuts about it, saying it's one of the top superhero comic book movies out there yet. So it's getting rave reviews. It looks good. I still have some trepidation because I liked Man of Steel, but outside of Man of Steel, and the first Wonder Woman was okay.
Yeah.
But outside of that and the Dark Knight trilogy, I honestly haven't been crazy about anything else that DC has done.
But you haven't seen Shazam, the first Shazam yet.
No, I haven't. And I have no plans to.
Yes,
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Just saying I have no plans to.
I'm gonna buy 1 and 2 on Vudu, and you can watch them.
But I'll tell you, I don't know if I'll watch this because of Ezra Miller. And I've stated before, I'm not judging anyone who will watch it. It's a personal decision. I know that I can be accused of hypocrisy because there's many people that you can point to and say, well, you watched that movie with that person or whatever. But something about him and this movie it's just not quite sitting right with me. It looks so good that it's very, very tempting, but up to this point, I haven't changed my mind yet.
Wait, what was the movie we were talking about where Mark had mentioned that he didn't like something because of an actor?
There's been a few. Yeah, there was one that he said
'Cause
I won't. Oh,
because you brought up R. Kelly, that's why I remember.
Yeah, it was the Quantumania guy.
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, I would watch it. I'm not dying to go see it in theaters, like because it's not Endgame or anything like that.
Yeah.
But because I would want to watch with the girls, and I'm always selective because it costs so much.
Yeah.
To take all of them, so we'll probably I'll catch it once it comes on. I'd probably buy it because it looks like it's going to be good, and I'd want to watch it again.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we don't have to go into it too much, but I read about some of the stuff that he's accused of or the stuff that he's done, and it's wild.
Yeah.
So just the fact that this is going to make so much money and make him so much money, I don't know.
But I will say this: out of all the members of the Justice League, I think his character, like before the Zack Snyder cut, but even when I seen him, he's the one I didn't like. I liked the least, just as a character. Like I didn't like the way he looked, but he came off pretty, like looking pretty heroic in this. Just his stance and everything. I'm like, all right. I'm like, kid's acting his heart out here.
I liked him. It was in the Justice League movie, right? That he was in.
Yeah, he was
or was Batman versus Superman or whatever?
Oh, well, he has a real quick appearance in Batman vs Superman, but then in Justice League.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought he was pretty good in it. Like I think he does a good job in this role.
Like I just thought he was like a goofy throw off. I'm like, I'm just saying, out of all of them, he's the one I like the least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The beginning threw me off because you remember like he's talking to someone and then it shows the back and it's like him but you could just tell it was him just making his voice deeper.
Doing the Christian Bale.
Yeah. But not really successfully. So that was a little weird.
So I just think what it is, it's probably even almost the same age, but I think it's going to be the other one growing up in that darkened timeline, being more gritty.
And metahumans are superheroes, right?
Yeah, like Superman,
so
Wonder Woman.
Created a reality where no one has superpowers.
Well, somehow him saving his mom meant Clark Kent didn't show up.
Yeah,
but General Zod did.
Yeah, there's also something that Mark would hate because I saw another trailer. Or I saw a clip where one of his selves is like shaking another one of his selves, which is a big no-no in time travel movies.
When I was re-listening to that episode, I'm like, I love how it's fictional. It's not reality, but there's rules that govern. There's non-real action that we can do.
You can't break the rules.
Which, you know what someone recently told me too? Like why time travel would be so impossible? Because even if we traveled back in time, like Earth is not at the same spot that you were at, so you would just be in space. So I was like, hey, why don't they ever bring that with time traveling rules?
There's a lot of things in science fiction that could be possible. Time travel is not one that's within my realm of possibility.
Yeah. But you know what? DC said, F your rules, time travel.
Someone said they confused me so much. I think it was on, I forgot what show it was on. I don't think it was Elon Musk. It might have been Elon Musk, but someone was making this argument. It might not have been him. Someone was making this argument saying like time travel is not possible because if it was possible, like it would have happened already. But in a sort of like in the future it would have happened. It was like this weird argument. It might not have been weird, but it confused the heck out of me.
What's his name? Who was the guy in the wheelchair? With the robot voice.
Can you be more specific?
You know,
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking. I think I read that like he didn't believe in time travel because he wrote letters and sent them out saying, "Come to the party that I'm throwing on this time." But he mailed the letters out after the party was supposed to be for someone to come back. It was really weird. And in my mind, I'm like, the ego, even like the ego you have to believe that a time traveler will want to come back to visit your party or to come see you. Like maybe there is time travel, but you're not important enough in the spectrum of time for them to come visit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Joe Rogan trying to explain time travel to someone. I'm going to look that up and watch that again. It was very weird.
Hit me that link when you find it.
I will. We have arrived.
We have arrived, as the ladies say.
Last but not least, Kevin, I probably have told you this before, but Denis Villeneuve is, I mean, quickly became one of my favorite directors out right now. Quentin Tarantino's got one movie left. I love me some Chris Nolan. There are others, but Denis Villeneuve came out of nowhere and just bam, Sicario, Prisoners. The one that got me, that's my favorite of his, by far one of my favorite movies of the last 10 or 15 years is Arrival. I love that movie very, very much. And then there was the Blade Runner.
Oh, that was really good.
Dude, the guy is unbelievable, especially at sci-fi and just creating these worlds.
I think Blade Runner is the only one of his I've seen.
Yeah. Well, but Arrival is on Vudu. You should watch it. But so, and you haven't seen Dune.
I have not.
Have you seen the 1980s one?
Yes.
But you haven't read the books?
No.
Okay.
Like, I will tell you, I've done a deep dive one night when the first Dune came out, and I read about every Dune thing possible. I think I was up to like 3 a.m, just like, it just kept taking me other places. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I've never done a deep dive, never read the books, never watched the 1980s version. I knew almost nothing about Dune and still watched the first one, still was blown away. I loved it. And again, the fact that then shortly after that found out that they were moving forward with the sequel, it seems like it's been pretty quick, but maybe I just haven't been, maybe time flies, But so now here we are. Just today, the trailer for Dune Part 2 has released, and we are about to watch it. I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, but I think he already wrote Dune 2. And they just had to film it. So it's been almost 2 years. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
As you were.
Here we go. What am I hearing in the background there?
My chair.
JK. You see sand here? Imagine water. Then you can't.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain. The end of House Atreides.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
What if Paul Atreides was still alive?
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct.
Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope!
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Dude, you gotta watch the first one.
Yeah, like it looks really good. I'm like, oof.
Yeah, it looks. No wonder people were flipping out about it.
This one's coming out in theaters in November.
Ooh, man, I can't wait. That looked awesome.
So the first one just came out on HBO, right? HBO Max.
Oh, it's been on HBO. That's where I watched it.
Yeah, I think that's where it came out because that was during
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Oh, it just came out on HBO. You mean?
Yeah,
I thought it did both. I thought it had a theatrical release as well.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I just believe.
I
that
think
it did.
I want to say it was one of those that like they came out at the same time, the theatrical and HBO Max.
All right. Yeah, because I know HBO Max was doing that because they did that with the Wonder Woman movie too.
Because I thought Mark watched it in theaters, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I definitely watched it on HBO Max.
Yeah, I remember thinking I wanted to watch it because I'm like, oh, it's on Max. I'll just watch it, and then never got around to it.
Man, that was good. Dude,
It
do you
was good.
think that Timothy Chalamet is at a what's his name? Don Corleone?
Al Pacino?
No, Don Corleone.
Oh, Marlon Brando?
You think he's like on a Marlon Brando trajectory?
Well, he could be, but like we've had a lot of people who've been like that, and then they just fall off. Like who's the kid from Whiplash?
Oh, I don't think he was quite at this level, but he
No,
had
but
some.
you know what I mean? Like they start catching fire. I think what is hard is to maintain it going on because, like I mentioned, Al Pacino, like they were hot, and then all of a sudden, like they
Well,
fizzled
yeah.
out.
The thing with Timothy Chalamet is that, man, he seems to be making all the right choices. He's probably getting all the best offer. I mean, it seems like he's getting all the best offers, but he makes good choices. So, and he's a good-looking kid.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be Wonka also coming up in the Wonka movie.
Yeah.
No, like I said, like as long as he keeps doing that, he should. But like I said, all it takes is like 2 or 3 movies where you just didn't hit it.
Yeah.
But
well, on the other side of that, for the females, Florence Pugh is she's parallel with him, where she is career-wise incredibly hot, also making really good choices, appearing in and getting attention, both for the movies that she's in, but also for her performances. I mean, she's a heck of an actress.
like I remember I watched Wrestling with My Family, which is about like
I've seen it.
this wrestler, and I didn't think it was gonna be that good. I just watched it because I'm like, oh, it's wrestling. And I was like floored by how good she was in that movie. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I saw that on a plane. But yeah, I mean, they both of them are like everything they touch right now is. I mean, she did that one, So Long My Darling, or that one controversial one with
Harry Styles and
that one.
Olivia, whatever.
I mean, that stuff overshadowed the movie. I listened to a podcast where they reviewed it, and it didn't sound terrible. But yeah, all that controversy overshadowed that. But man, this is going to be epic.
Yeah. No,
What
it looks really good.
what excites me too is, again, because Villeneuve is very similar in the sense of the scope of his films, and I think that he tries to do his sets and a lot of that without CGI as much as possible, or at least in a very delicate and kind of nuanced way, not heavy handed, not relying only on CGI like Chris Nolan. So again, and his world building, um, this is a movie that not only will I watch, I will drive, because I think the nearest IMAX is an hour away. So I will drive to that IMAX special occasion to watch both this and Oppenheimer in IMAX.
In the big city?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In Gotham.
Uh-huh. Is that what they call it? Gotham?
It's one of the Gothams. Dark Knight Rises was filmed in Pittsburgh.
Oh, it would explain it with all those bridges in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, that's how you end a trailers episode, with a freaking bang like Dune Part 2.
And you waited all day for that. Because I remember
Yeah.
yesterday, I'm like, ooh, it's coming out tomorrow.
And I was seeing the posters, seeing all the tweets of people just being blown away by this trailer. I liked what they show. I also like what they don't show. I forget what the name of the big worms are, the sandworms that he's riding, but they don't show it. So that's great. You leave that for the theater. You leave that for you leave that reveal for the theater.
Did it show the worms in the first one or no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they did. They did. You got to watch it, man. It's so good.
What?
I'm definitely going to watch it, the first one, again before. And the bad guy, like the villain, again, I don't know his name, but he's played by not Peter Sarsgaard, but his dad. Kieran Sarsgaard, or Stellan's dude. That guy, awesome. So good. The way that they designed him.
Yeah, like everything looked like. I was interested because I was seeing these white skinned people. I was seeing
Austin Butler.
Okay. I was seeing
that was Austin Butler. You know that, right?
Okay. No, I didn't. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah. The bald guy that he's fighting is Austin Butler.
Man, I wonder if he still has an Elvis accent in it.
Paul Atreides is going to fight you.
You must die. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's what I was like. It looked really good, and I saw Dave Bautista in there.
Dave Bautista, yep.
I'm not a big fan of his accent, but it's okay.
He's improving. He's doing better. I heard it's not The Cabin in the Woods. What's Knock at the Cabin? Knock at the Cabin. I heard he's really good in that.
But like, I guess he could. But like, every time I see him, I feel like it's just Dave Bautista in a new role because he's just so big. Like, it's not like he can like change this. He just
like Andre the Giant out there.
Yeah, like My Spy or whatever. Like he's doing part 2. You're just Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Drax is just Dave Bautista who doesn't get sayings. That's it.
Yeah. Cool. All right. We should call it. But that was fun. I think I think there were definitely better trailers in this episode than in our previous one.
It was a good mix, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it was a good mix. So I'm excited for these. Cool. So if you tuned into this episode, thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed it. I personally hope that maybe there were some films here that you weren't aware of that are now on your radar. Send us a comment. Let us know if there are movies or trailers that you want us to check out or to review. Let us know. That helps us too. We want to be aware of things that we're not aware of. As always, please follow us, like us, share if you enjoyed an episode, subscribe, rate us. That goes a long way. And also just comment again. Check in, tell us how we're doing, tell us what you like, what we can do better, what you want to see. We will take it into account and make the necessary adjustments.
Maybe we could get together and catch the other ones that we didn't do. So
yeah, there's definitely more. So maybe there'll be a part 2. But we do have other fun episodes coming up, other fun reviews. So keep tuning in, keep hitting play, and thank you for listening and for watching. Kevin, any words?
And until we meet again, enjoy the movies you watch.
In the words of Aldo Rain, buongiorno.